Greetings, fellow gorehounds, and welcome back to another Blood Splattered vlog. I'm the Horror Guru.
And I'm Deadpool.
He's Deadpool now, apparently. Mm-hmm. Or Count Jackula, you know, whatever you want to call him. Either way, he's here. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, we saw Deadpool 2. I really wanted to do this vlog for the simple reason that I know that my good buddy Count Jackula is a gigantic X-Men fan.
Yep.
And there's a lot about this movie that delivers some things that the X-Men movies didn't deliver on.
No, they didn't.
That this movie does deliver on that I wanted to talk about. But before we get to that stuff, because a lot of that stuff is very spoilery, let's first talk about, like, how we felt about the movie. I fucking love Deadpool 2. Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right, hold on. Right. I loved it. Yeah, no, it's super good. Like, I think this one edges out the original Deadpool
I
just
keep
a
going
little
back,
bit.
I keep going back and forth on that because, like, there's arguments that can be made one way or another. Like, at first, when this movie first started, I must admit, I was a little worried at first because of something that happens in the first 15 minutes of the movie. But they managed to turn that around and make that one of the most funny and kind of heartfelt parts of the movie real fast.
Yeah.
In terms of the humor, like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I don't know.
I also feel like this movie was kind of marketed perfectly because the marketing
definitely
told you nothing.
Definitely. It told me nothing, and I didn't realize how much it didn't tell me until I'm sitting there watching the movie.
Yeah, and you're like, whoa, what? We're doing... Oh, okay.
And then the stuff it did marketed, it turns out it was like a bait and switch. It was great.
Yeah.
It's great.
Complete bait and switch.
This movie's as brutal as the first movie. It's a bloody fucking R-rated movie with a lot of swearing and dick jokes, so...
Yep.
If you came for that, you're going to get that.
Oh, you're going to get tons of that.
It's
yeah.
as romantic as the first movie. In fact, maybe even more so in certain aspects.
Yeah. One of the things I feel like we can't talk about because it's not too much of a spoiler is Domino.
Domino was great.
Domino was so fucking awesome.
I know that you were saying that you really kind of wish she was
Longshot.
Yeah. Who has a similar power of luck. And I'm like, that would have been cool too. But like Domino, they did a great job.
Oh no, like it's like at the writing time, having it be Longshot would have made a little bit more sense. But given the performance of the actress, I'm like, no, I wouldn't replace that.
She's one of those characters that when she enters the movie, she starts stealing the show every time she's on screen.
Yeah.
And it's glorious.
And she's really well written into the story, too.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been very easy to just been like, yeah, I'm Domino, I'm just here doing stuff.
Walk on, walk off role, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Which there are several of those.
There are several of those, but there's also reoccurring roles. Like a good walk-on, walk-off role in this movie is Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
Oh, yeah.
She walks on, she walks off. It's kind of fan servicey for the first movie, but she's not really there. But on the flip side, Colossus actually is important.
Colossus is
like
a co-star in the movie.
Yeah, he's actually important in this movie.
Yeah, like, whereas before, he's just kind of like... He's kind of like a distant foil for,
But he's still, I think he has maybe a little bit more screen time in the first movie, but he's not lacking a lot in this movie. Like, he's here.
No, well, it's like, how to put it? In the first one, he's a character. He's doing stuff with Deadpool, but in this one, like, he's on the journey with Deadpool.
Yes, he has his own journey. That's true. That's very true. That's very true.
Yeah, Negasonic does just kind of come on, do her thing, walk off screen, and then walk back on at certain points, which is fine because
with her new girlfriend.
With her new girlfriend, they gave her Jinx as a girlfriend, which I'm totally.
It was adorable.
Oh, it was super.
What was also even more adorable is how much Deadpool was like infatuated with the fact they were together. Like,
He thought it was really cute, and like Negasonic Teenage Warhead's like girlfriend really likes Deadpool, and Deadpool thinks she's super adorable.
That was awesome.
Even though Deadpool and Negasonic can't stop giving each other shade. It's just sort of like, yeah, all right, you go back there with your, oh god, what was her fucking name? Like, not Edie Brickell. Your Katie Lang haircut and all that. Okay. Bye, Miko. Bye. Yeah.
It's freaking great.
Fucking Ryan Reynolds, man.
Oh no, this was the role he was
great.
This was the role he was born for, and I'm glad that he didn't just get to do it once. He's got to do it twice, and more than likely, given how well this movie did, we're going to see him
a third time.
We're going to see him do it a third time. Whether that's good or not, we'll find out.
I hope it is.
But this movie kind of like assuaged my fears. I wasn't sure if they were going to capture lightning in a bottle twice, but much like Guardians of the Galaxy 2, they do.
Yeah, and oh man, the Brolin.
Oh man,
the Brolin
playing a very
Cable.
different villain than Infinity War. He does a really good job of as Cable. In fact, he kind of perfectly captures Cable as a character.
He did. Like there was only one other guy. Actually, there were two other guys I could have seen playing Cable. One was Stephen Lang.
Well, Stephen Lang and Ron Perlman both wanted the role. And
exactly. And
either
Ron
one
Perlman.
of them would have been great in the role. But I was totally fine with Josh Brolin because after a certain point, I'm just watching Cable.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you really are. And Cable is like a complete dick.
Yes.
He's a complete asshole. And I'm like, yes! Because Cable is a complete asshole.
Well, he's like the ultimate, like, hardened post-apocalyptic from the future hero in an 80s movie guy. And they actually gave him more pathos in this movie than they usually give him in the comics.
Yeah, well, because in the beginning, oh god. Yeah, because in the comics, up until the point where they kind of, like, actually gave him an origin, he was just that guy from the future who's a hard ass.
Wasn't there like a weird part where they rewrote him as being like Cyclops' son or something?
Yeah.
I remember that happened at some point.
Yeah, basically, and he's also got a clone of his named Strife where he gets all of his bionic parts from. It's weird.
I'm kind of glad they didn't go into much of that in this movie.
No, that would have been too much.
Kept it simple.
yeah, that'd have been way too much.
They just kept to the Terminator thing with him.
Yeah.
He is both John Connor and the Terminator in this movie.
Yep, and that was a really good decision.
Mm-hmm.
That was a super good decision. But
I guess it's probably time for us to start talking about the spoilers. But before we do, I'm going to include an Amazon affiliate link to the movie in the description below. And if you click that link and buy or rent the movie with that link, I will get a kickback from it. And with that all said, let us finally move on to the spoilers.
Juggernaut's in the movie.
Oh my god. Finally! Finally! I legit thought that the only version of Juggernaut we were ever going to get cinematically was the one in X-Men 3, which wasn't the worst, but it certainly wasn't what I wanted.
Well, it was weird, like, how to put it. What's his fucking name? I normally really like that actor.
Was it like Vinnie Jones?
Yeah, Vinnie Jones. It was Vinnie Jones. And I'm like, I like Vinnie Jones, but I don't know if he should be Juggernaut.
Well, he really wasn't given much to do or work with.
Yeah, he's got that one line.
I'm the Juggernaut bitch, which was a reference to a YouTube video at the time that no one remembers. And so it probably dates really poorly to watch that and have that line happen these days.
Yeah, because, like, it was only so good to begin with.
Yeah.
You know, the line is only so funny to begin with.
It was an old internet meme. I'm the Juggernaut bitch.
Which...
Okay, if this version of the Juggernaut had said that, it would have been...
It probably would have been... If he had said
awesome.
that in this movie, it probably would have been way better.
But this is full on the Juggernaut. This is like, they actually did
He's
him.
fucking 12 feet fucking tall. He's got that huge helmet.
He's got that kind of voice, that kind of Brooklyn voice, that kind of...
Yeah,
like,
well, it turns out that was Ryan Reynolds. Awesome. Ryan Reynolds played Juggernaut.
Awesome. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yeah. He did the voice in the fucking mocap, apparently.
And if you're wondering, you do get the fight that all comic fans want, and that is Juggernaut versus Colossus.
Yeah. That's great. Although, man, I thought it was really fucking great when, like, Colossus shoves a live wire up Juggernaut's ass.
That moment where he has to learn from Deadpool in order to win the fight because he's not going to win it on pure strength because it's the Juggernaut.
Yeah, Juggernaut is stronger than him.
The one person he can't overpower, so he has to fight dirty. Like, oh.
Yeah.
You know, a huge chunk of this movie is actually dedicated to Deadpool himself dealing with his, like, inability to be a responsible father, I guess you would call it.
It's just a responsible adult. To just be a person. Like, he takes things just a little too flippantly.
Yeah.
You know, but the one thing that he sees is that nothing's really set in stone.
Yes, yeah.
It's the one thing he understands. It's like, if you're a bad guy, you're not always a bad guy. Well, if you're a good guy, you're not always a good guy.
And it's not set in stone that you have to be this.
Yeah.
You know, and I kind of like that a huge chunk of this movie is him trying to steer a kid off the path of evil, which is hilarious because that's basically him flipping places with Colossus from the first movie.
Yeah. Yeah. And you're like, is Deadpool evil? And you're like, no, he's not. Evil's probably overstating
At this point, he is chaotic neutral and chaotic evil or good when he wants to be.
Yeah.
His default state is chaotic neutral, but over the course of these movies, he always ends up being chaotic good by the end.
Yeah, I love the fact that, okay, so X-Force just flat out dies with the exception of Domino.
I was like,
flat out die.
When that happened, I was like, Jack is either going to love this or he's going to come back like, what the fuck just happened with that movie?
Oh, no. I loved it because I hated X-Force.
Well, there you go.
I hated X-Force. It was a shitty comic. And I'm just watching all these people die. Like, how to put it? Shatterstar, that was pretty satisfying, even though I was watching, like, a guy played by an Asian actor just fucking get killed.
Yeah.
Because the problem I had with Shatterstar is that he sucked. Like, all right, so imagine this. Hey, I got a character. He's kind of like Longshot, okay? He's exactly like Longshot.
No, man.
Okay, so the catch is he uses a sword. I hate you. Like, I fucking hate you. Like, why isn't it just Longshot?
Did you like the, what was it, the Brad Pitt cameo?
I love the Brad Pitt cameo. I love the Brad Pitt cameo. Like, there is a character who may or may not exist until it's revealed that he does, called the Vanisher. And it's just like, basically Deadpool would just turn over and is like, Vanisher! And you'll cut to, like,
empty
nothing.
space.
And it'll be like, that's right, buddy.
You do your thing.
You do your thing.
Until he gets electrified and it's Brad Pitt.
Yeah. Ah! And he dies. One of them fucking, oh god, which one ends up in the wood chipper?
Oh, God, I forget which one.
But Bedlam's the first. Terry Crews. The only one I was sad to see go so quick was Terry Crews.
That was the one where I was a little sad because the marketing showed him punching someone and I never got to see
No, it never happened. And I kind of was hoping I'd at least get that.
But you know who the real hero of the story is. Peter.
Peter's the real hero of the story.
Oh, precious Peter. Precious, beautiful Peter.
Beautiful Peter. It's okay, man. Oh, jeez.
At the end, when he goes back in time, didn't he, like, save Peter and, like, no one else?
Yeah, he saves Peter, nobody else. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. Like, Deadpool goes back in time at the end of the movie.
Oh, yeah, and he retcons X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Yeah.
And a bunch of other continuity shit from the X-Men universe.
Oh, my God, it was so fucking satisfying to see Ryan Reynolds as, like, the Wolverine Origins Deadpool.
Yep.
And then actual Deadpool killing him. And then looking at Hugh Jackman and going, you know, like...
It also made right the one thing I was worried about at the beginning of the movie, because the way this movie opens is essentially they kill Deadpool's girlfriend. Now, at first I was like, oh my god, I was like so invested in that romance, and you're just gonna kill it in the first like 10 minutes?
Yeah.
I feel a little gypped about this. But over the course of the movie, they do two things. Number one, they make it so that it's kind of like his relationship with Lady Death.
Yeah.
And that he keeps getting killed or near death and seeing his girlfriend in the afterlife and like touching her and like romancing her.
Yeah.
And so it's like super romantic.
Yeah.
And so
the relationship still exists despite the fact the character is technically dead.
Exactly. And the second thing they do is that he eventually gets a hold of Cable's time traveling device, goes back in time, and stops her from being killed.
Yeah, he basically retcons the movie.
He does Flashpoint, except because it's Deadpool, it's all good.
Yeah. Yeah. And I found myself going like, you know what? I don't mind.
I don't mind. She's going to be back in the next movie, and they're able to have their cake and eat it, too. And because it's Deadpool, you buy it.
Yeah, exactly. Like, had it been anything else, you wouldn't have bought it.
No.
But probably the best part, after credit sequence is Ryan Reynolds reading the script for Green Lantern.
Yes!
And then fucking Deadpool shooting Ryan Reynolds.
The only problem with doing that is
I'm cleaning up the timeline.
The only problem with that is that if he killed Ryan Reynolds while he's reading Green Lantern, then that means he's not playing Deadpool in the next movie. We have a time warp.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So
Space is warped and time is bendable.
like, we haven't even really talked about, like, the plot of this movie. And at the end of the day, does it really fucking matter? It's Deadpool. You're here to watch him hijinks. You're here to watch him partially save the day while partially destroying things. And you're here to watch him banter with everyone else, including Cable.
It's everything you want. Funny enough, there was a character that they radically shifted, which was Rusty Collins.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Fire Fist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rusty Collins is like a fit, red-haired white kid.
Mm-hmm.
But in this one, he's like a fat New Zealand Samoan kid.
I was cool with that.
No, I was totally cool with it.
Was that great line where he's like, I can be a superhero. There's discrimination in that field. Like, they don't let a fat superhero. I was like, that's great.
Oh, man. Oh, God, I love that. Fucking dude.
When they kept teasing Juggernaut, I was like,
God.
Please be Juggernaut.
Yeah, please be Juggernaut.
Please be Juggernaut. Please.
You knew it was either going to be that or the Blob.
I know.
But like, no, Juggernaut's just...
Oh, man, I hope they put the Blob in the next one.
Oh, that'd be great.
I would like to see a better version of
Because that was another one that Wolverine Origins fucking ruined.
Oh, God, Wolverine Origins ruined a lot of characters. It fucking ruined Gambit. Like,
God.
That's another character. If they were to put him in the next Deadpool movie, I would be really happy.
Oh, no, that'd be great, putting Gambit in Deadpool 3. Yeah. I'd totally watch that.
There we go.
Yeah.
So, where can they find you, Count Jackula?
Oh, you can find me on Twitter at Count_Jackula. You can also find me on Twitch if you just search for Count Jackula. And I stream on my own channel here on YouTube every Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time and every Sunday at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And please join us there. It's live. We'll love seeing you there.
And you can find me on Twitter at The Horror Guru and on Twitch at The Horror Guru. And you're already on my YouTube page, so feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so that you're notified of my videos immediately upon their upload. And with all that said, my fellow Gorehounds, go watch Deadpool 2 and have a great time. For we are done, and I will catch y'all later.